What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we are going to be building a sliding barn door. We picked this up from Amazon. Only costs a few $100. I think it's about like $200-300 maybe. And as you can see, the catch is it comes like this. Not a whole lot of anything, just some wood, some screws, and some instructions that don't tell you anything about how to actually put the thing together. It has some crude numbers, letters that are not assigned anything, and doesn't help out one bit. So first thing I thought, man, I bet some people probably need some help putting this together, and today we're going to help. So a couple things I go and have a small electric screwdriver, a Phillips head, and an extension bit holder, and I also go and have a rubber mallet. And I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do with those. First step we're going to do is go and take one of the longer side sections, and you're going to go and put in one of the little dowels here. Next thing you're going to do is go and take one of your boards, one of the thicker ones. You can see there's quite a bit of a difference in thickness of these. And you're going to go and see it has a little hole here. You're going to position that on top, work that in, and then we're going to go and screw it in from the other side with our screwdriver here. And that's going to make a L shape. You only want to do that side first. So you have an L, you don't want to box it in, you don't want anything like that yet. We're going to work from L. Once we finish the panels, we'll close it in. Alright, so now we have our L built. I'm going to go and get it grooved in here. Don't worry if it's not to the end, that's what the mallet's for. And it is a pretty snug fit, which is good. So line it up the best you can. Come down here, let's set against something sturdy like a wall or some furniture. We're going to tap that in until it's all the way to the end, and then kind of just go like right along here. Just make sure it gets all put in nice and straight. And now we're going to go and put in the second piece, third piece, and just work our way through. As you see, got a few on here so far. The first one had a hammer down and to the side. The second one had a hammer down to the side as well. And third one, fourth one we're doing now. So make sure they're lined up. And you see they slide in real easy. Nice and flush. Let's repeat that to the end, and then we'll put on our back piece. One important thing, probably best to start with this one, or you can end with it, doesn't really matter. Best start so you get the direction of it right. But this, one of the very last boards does not have a groove in it, does not have a groove sticking out. So this is definitely end board. It's probably easiest if you start with it and then work out. We did the other way, but both ways are okay here, just as long as this is the last board you use. So now we're on the end piece again. On the side, I'm going to put it in this side first. I'll put it in the other side here. This one will just go down forever. Here, put it through, it'll stop right about here. Now we're going to fit that side in, but first, we're going to do the same thing, because this is going to be our very last piece. Same thing over here with the bottom board, and we're going to make sure that's going on the same way. And then our side piece. There is this trim we're going to do as well. So I haven't figured out exactly where I'm going to put that yet, which direction, but we'll go and get to that in a sec as well. Alright, so on the bottom piece, the easiest way to do this, start from the top, go and slot it in, and then slowly work it down. That way you get each board lined up, and then you're going to go and finish down here at the bottom, and we're just going to use our rubber mallet to go and get that into place. Yeah, but don't try to go and get the bottom in and slide it in, rock it in, any of that stuff. It's not going to work for you. This way, some of these boards aren't exactly fully lined up yet. That's where we're going to use this. Goes right at the top, slides down, and gets everything lined up. We get that in, and we can lock it in place on that side and put on our final side piece. All right, here we go. Now the door fully built. Now for this, do not be afraid to go and tap it into position. Feel free to use a hammer. Do whatever you need to do here on the sides. Make sure everything gets lined up. Now as for the little decorative cross member deals, the instructions weren't real clear on that. I said I couldn't really read, there's no real instructions anyway. But it says something about screwing through them. I think that's going to have to involve more screwing in, using wood filler, stuff like that that I don't really want to get into. There's also a little bit of a gap when you go and put it on. I will show you what I'm talking about right here. Actually, that worked out a little bit better. Now that's fully together. First, I was trying to put it in. Basically, you have your cross member going down. There's still a little bit of a gap. I'm not quite a big fan of that, but there's not much you can do. It's supposed to be a barn door, a little bit rustic, not exactly full chic. However, I myself do not want to go ahead and start drilling holes through here, filling them. I guess we can do that because we're going to paint it anyway. But what I may do is just take it off, go on the other side of it here, put on some liquid nails or something, because the adhesive, go and keep that on and down, and then have it attached that way. So there we go. We have our barn door completed. You decide how you want to trim it out, if you want to go and use these or not. These are just decorative pieces. There's no structure. They're just optional. And you can go ahead and screw them in, use wood filler, do all that if you want. There are screws that are included. So the screws that are here, show you. They go right past this. So they're not going to over penetrate. You can see right there. So you can do that. I would go and definitely pre-drill the holes first. You're not going to crack this. And then so you do have to go and probably countersink them, and then go and use wood filler, fill that in, get it painted. If you're going to stain it, probably not the best option. If you're going to paint it, it's all right. My advice on what we're probably going to do is just use the liquid nails there for the strong adhesive. Make sure it stays on. You can probably use some wood glue on it, and that'll hold just fine too. Yeah, that sums up building this. Next video you'll see is us getting installed. There you go. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share if it helped you out. See you next time.